I'd like to show you how to add some text onto your image slideshow, your image gallery, your ad campaign. You'll see that I have these two images, the Toronto skyline and the globe, but for an example to show you how to do this, I want to put some text on top of these images, and let me show you what I mean. If we go to this Art Center website, you can see that they have an image, and this is an ad campaign. They could add more images and they can rotate. However, they only have one thing they're advertising right now. It's their class catalog for this year, and it says the 2014 class catalog is here, a downloaded PDF version. So this text is what we're going to learn how to do with this video. So I'm going to go to my site Apex. Let's go to modules, to where I am, in ads. You can see that I have one ad campaign. It's called Home Slideshow. If I click Edit, I can scroll down and click Show Text Description Area. This will display any text that I have in my description of each ad. I'll show you what I mean. I have two ads. One is Ad 1 Toronto. If I click Edit, I can see that there's a description. It says Toronto skyline, yay. I can also list my ads again, and I can look at the second ad and click Edit. If I scroll down, I can see in this description I've put in some other text. I do have the text that I want to display, which is Hello World, Life is Good, and I do have something here that says What a Wonderful World. However, you'll notice that I did add some HTML code. I've got a B here. I've got something that says font size equals quotation 4, and then I have a HTML close tag here that says font and close the B. I also have a BR, and that stands for break. So let me show you, once you've successfully put in your HTML code, you'll see how the text shows up differently. So fear not, I'm going to give you an example and show you where you can go to learn this if you don't know any HTML. But let me show you what both of these look like, these two different ads. So one ad, the Toronto, I didn't touch the text, I just left it as a description. In the second ad, the globe, I put in some basic HTML code to say I would like my font to be bold, I'd like the size to be 4, and I added a page break. Let's see how this looks now. If I refresh, my Toronto skyline appears, and yes, Toronto skyline, yay, shows up just as expected. And also slide 2 says, Hello World, Life is Good, and then break, What a Wonderful World. So you can put text in. This case, I'm a particular designer, so I don't like the look of this. The text takes up way too much of my ad, so I'm not going to use this, but I do have an example there for you. But if you find that you need text in your ad, then why don't you try and learn some HTML formatting, and a good website for that is w3schools.com. If you go to w3schools.com, I'll go there to show you. Perhaps I'll post this link. You can see HTML is the first link. You can click HTML tutorial, and this gives you a very basic overview, any HTML code that you want to learn. Let's go to HTML formatting, and you'll see there's an example of some text and formatting here, and there's an option to try it yourself. So let's click Try It Yourself. And here I've got an editor. You'll see that my bold text is here. This shows you that if you're working in something that can understand and recognize HTML, on the right side this is how the text will look. So let me take out that bold, and I'll show you what happens to the text that says this text is bold on the right. So I'll submit my code, all of a sudden my text is not bold. So, and I could add that in again. B for bold, and let's close that bold tag. But W3 Schools is a great place to learn how to use some basic HTML code when you want it to. And the good thing about the ad manager, if we go back to our website, is in that globe ad I can edit, I can see that I have some basic HTML code that this is rendering as instructed. So let's say I wanted this to be font size 6. I could go hello world. I've changed my font size for that code, submit, and I'm going to refresh my page here, and my font size will no likely be larger and more obtrusive than I want it to be, but there we go. So that's how you make basic edit changes. You can just type in your text and turn on the text description area to see your text, but if you want to have fun and add some more styles to your ad manager text, then I recommend using basic HTML code, and if you need assistance with that, I'll post a link in the description to that W3 Schools website. Alright, I'm going to fix this now.